Good evening again.
Good evening.
You know, I've been sitting up here with these two brothers, and we do so much work that it's rare that we get a chance to sit and fellowship with one another. And as we hear certain people speak, of course, we're very strong-minded, so we have our own opinions on what we think is BS and what we think is real. I'm 40 years of age. But I know right now in this time, not only are they shooting and killing our babies, our adolescent babies, our teenage babies, our adult babies, they're tossing incendiary devices into playpens and blowing your baby's face off, detaching their noses from the skull, right up in Habersham County. They're taking your 17-year-old who went to school in a book bag and stuffing him inside of a rolled-up gym mat, only to be found inside of the gymnasium of Lowndes County High School right down here in Dawson, Georgia. The governor of this state is calling your grandparents ghetto and talking about how his wife could tell whether her classroom full of students, which half was going to go to jail and which half was going to end up dead. It's systemic. So I'll be the third one to facetiously apologize for our demeanor, because we just ain't got time to play. Not to mention if you've ever seen hell on earth from behind the walls. When I said my 36 months, which equals 3 years, Brother DeRuba said he spent that amount of time waiting for food in the chow hall. And as funny as that is, and it is, it's sadly true. 36 months just in the chow hall line out of a 19-year sentence for something that he did not do. How many brothers have the opportunity to come out and speak like him before you and continue the work that he was doing before he was put in? That needs to be applauded on its own. Solutions. I'll only take two parts of it. I've got a bag around my neck. I've got a UC hat on in Union City. This is my 4th year head coaching Little League football. I started at age 5 and 6, and I kept a core group of us together now at age 9 and 10. What does that mean? This is a practice that other races use all the time. And what does it do? It strengthens the core. It lets them become older children together. It lets them play together, work together, sweat together. So ultimately, they will turn to each other instead of on each other. Not only does youth athletics instill discipline, honor, work ethic, teamwork, every year of my 4 years, my team has to be involved in social justice issues, rallies, panel discussions, things that we sometimes get frustrated with, but what it does to a young mind, you have no idea the boundaries. The boundaries are limitless. The thought process of being able to sit here and listen to us spit ways that we can uplift our community rather than playing that black ops game like Brother Coleman was talking about. We're raising a conscious generation. What else are we doing? Until we truly build an army, being able to politically stand on its own and be militarized enough to be able to defend ourselves on our own, until we get to that point, we have to raise young brothers and sisters who will whip them at this game called the United States of America. Now, I've sat in places, and if you caught my intro, I don't have to repeat myself, We've got black faces in high places as we speak right now. I'm 40 years of age. I didn't think in my lifetime we would see a black face in the White House, so I can imagine what some of you might have thought. But we've got people that have an open door to the White House. And what have we really done with it? We squandered an opportunity. Any other president before the President Barack Obama has been held to a higher standard, especially amongst the people in the African American community. Why did we get so romanticized? Why did we get so mesmerized that we stopped holding the Commander-in-Chief accountable? Now I know it's going to be some that say, hey, listen, we ain't really even playing that game. Well, I came up here to talk about my strategy. See, I rub elbows in all kind of rooms. I can go up in the Capitol, and I've got friends that sit on the Hill, associates. I can go up in a room with civil rights legends and icons and have people that are my friends, associates. When I'm in that room, I'm not starstruck. I'm in that room asking what some news stations here say the tough questions. How come you aren't presenting things on behalf of our people instead of being happy with photo ops? Now, I don't think y'all understand where I'm going on this. The Habersham County Sheriff's Department and the Cornelia Police Department that formed the joint task force that threw the bomb inside of this little baby's crib has been dismantled. Did you know that? Did any of you know that? You know why you didn't know that? You didn't know that was a victory that we feel like on our behalf because the media downplayed it with the fact that there were no charges based on this grand jury decision. That group is dismantled. That ain't no poop and hurrah. But that is a victory when those people like myself and others set out to attack this situation that wasn't even being handled as a criminal investigation. That's right. Now there's a meeting, and I'm getting to my point on what my strategy is, other than the mentorship that I think I laid out when it comes to our children. All right. There's a meeting on Tuesday, Brother DeRuba, with myself, Attorney Maui Mel Davis, U.S. Congressman Hank Johnson, State Senator Vincent Ford, with U.S. Attorney Sally Yates, as we discuss this parallel investigation and possible federal charges against these officers.
That's all right.
That deserves some clap. But a lot of times, this is smoke being blown up your backside. It is a facade. So my ultimate strategy has always been to manipulate the media here in this country. See, when they think they're reporting one thing, we're really using them to call for the masses of you to join us. The meeting with the U.S. Attorney got more applause than me saying that we're using their own camera lenses against them. Oh, y'all ain't hearing it. Along with social media, used as social justice tactics and tools. Building a true army. Here's the biggest problem amongst us. We got Baptist ministers that sit and they won't talk to imams.
That's real.
We got brothers in the African community that don't mess with brothers with tattoos all on their arms and their sleeves. We got good talking black folk that don't like to congregate with brothers that might use a hip hop slang and terminology. You're the only people that is so dissected and different sections of you don't even speak, let alone respect the other section. Tell it. Well, you know what I do best? I'm a bridge. I'm a dot connector. You would be surprised how many brothers and sisters, before I open my mouth, when I used to operate up under Reverend Al Sharpton didn't have nothing to do with me. Because some Negroes in the South, and I'm from this city, don't mess with certain Negroes in the North. We still fighting a civil war that our black behinds didn't have nothing to do with in the first place.
That's right. That's right.
But the sister touched my elbow just now. And out of respect, that means I got to yield for time. So start spending time with your babies. And if you know brothers and sisters, like I know you do, that don't spend time with their babies, tell them what they need to do. And if they get disrespectful as if that's none of your business, then I suggest you find another friend that has your interest and start strengthening our black families again so we can become the leaders that we always have been and that we meant to be.